Hello. Is there anybody there? I'll just see if I can tag some people into this and invite. You will have to excuse if you hear my children in the background. I've escaped to our temporary bedroom at the moment. We are having a bit of a shift around in the house. We're making the most of all the time that we've got we're spending in the house with this lockdown, and I may get the odd. Here we go. Here comes one. Hello, darling.
What will you do?
I'm just on a live with people. Would you go and see Daddy? Go find Daddy. Okay, you can stay here. So you'll have to excuse the the background noise of my son, my eldest. But I just thought I would come on today and catch up with you all and find out how everybody's feeling and how everybody's doing. Hi Zoe, thanks for watching. Hi Michelle. Hi Christian. Thank you for coming on and watching, and hope you're all having a great day. But yeah, I just wanted to come on and just chat a little bit. And Noah, sorry, excuse me for a moment. Noah, can you either be quiet or go and find Daddy, please? Okay, do that really quietly. So yeah, you'll have to excuse the children. I thought I'd managed to get away from them, but I haven't. And so yeah, I just wanted to pop on and just find out how everybody is. Has everybody seen the latest challenge, which is, if Sue France is watching, she'll be quite chuffed because she kind of did this already this week. And how a life can go wrong. I have my son who has decided to join me in bed. Okay. Noah, do you want to say hello? Do you want to say hello to people?
Hello.
Okay. Yeah, thanks. So, no, I need you to be quiet now, okay? You can watch. Okay, so, yeah, sorry about that. I wanted to see how everybody was doing, whether everybody had caught up on all the challenges, and whether anybody was having any problems with any of them, or was struggling to do them, or have done them already. So the latest challenge that I posted was the bathroom cupboard, and the bathroom cupboard it's an area that a lot of people just throw things in, you know, anything that's bathroom related. It doesn't always get looked at, and quite often you can find that, you know, there are things in there that could be in a different cupboard somewhere else perhaps. Maybe if you've got a storage cupboard for extras, then that's where they should live, but they end up in the bathroom cupboard because it's easy, right, I suppose. And really, it was just, you know, these challenges, like I've said before, these challenges are there just to get you thinking about little things that you can do to improve your spaces, or just to get on top of it. And so I just wanted to have a quick run through of all of the challenges that we've done to date, and also to just see if anybody's struggling with anything, or if anybody has any questions about any of the challenges, or anything else actually. If there's any part of the house that's bothering you that you really can't quite get to grips with, then, you know, that would be great. Michelle's just said Chris won't part with his razor even though he's had a beard for 10 years. Well, you never know, Michelle. Chris might decide tomorrow that he wants to shave it off, and if he throws it away, he's not going to have a razor to do it with. So, you know, Zoe says, I'm going to do my bathroom now. Brilliant. So the challenges that we've done, we're on challenge number 7. Can't believe we're at number 7. It feels like a lot, but also at the same time feels like not many. I don't know about you, but I'm really enjoying putting them together and, you know, working out what little space we can tackle next. So we've done the freezer. That was the first one, challenge number 1. Then we did tins and jars in the kitchen. We've done the sock drawer. We've done the hallway coats and shoes. We have done, if there's any I've missed, let me know. We have done, what else have we done? I'm trying to think. Pens was the one before last. Did anybody do the pens challenge? Now the pens challenge was also a mini competition. Noah, leave the cat alone, please. Leave her alone because she doesn't like it. Kitchen drawer, thanks Zoe. So we've done a number of different areas around the house. I'm trying to chop and change it. There are some areas and rooms in the house that obviously has more smaller spaces that we can tackle. So the bathroom is kind of limited to 1 or 2 possibly. And sorry, I'm just adjusting my child so that he doesn't get battered by the cat. But you know what? It's his own fault if he does. Hi Michelle, thanks for joining. So I'm just recapping. So for those that have just joined, I'm recapping on some of the challenges that we've done. I've been joined by my eldest son, which was not part of today's live, or supposed to be part of today's live. He has managed to sneak in and now scare the cat away, so it's fine. Hopefully he'll be quiet, but he might come and say hello. And really just to thank you, Noah, thank you. Life with a 4-year-old. Anyway, so coming back to what I was saying is really just to find out how everybody's doing. If anybody's having any struggles, if you don't want to put it in the comments, then feel free to message me directly. Obviously, sometimes you can feel a little bit overwhelmed about even small tasks. And it's really important to know that there is support there available to you so that you can get past that motion, that feeling. And you know, if you need to talk to me, I'm absolutely 100% there. I might have a child in the background, but I can quite easily sneak away, go in the car somewhere else he can't get to, so that I can put my full and undivided attention to you. So if you do want any help with anything that you are majorly struggling with, or indeed if there is an area that you would like me to focus on that I haven't touched on yet, I am going to try and get round the whole of the house and deal with pretty much every possible room and area to a certain degree within a room. But obviously, if there's something specific that's pressing on your mind that you would like me to touch on sooner rather than later, then send me a message and I will happily add that one in as one of the next few challenges. Hi Aga, thanks for joining. So yeah, that was really it. And just to see how everybody's doing. I mean, I've had days that have been up and down. You know, we are in the process. We decided a few weeks back that we're going to make the most of this downtime. It's not really downtime, but time where we're stuck in our own environment. Not only for me to deal with these challenges, but also for us to have a little bit of a shift around in the house. Because sometimes having a shift around in the house, sorry, hold that thought. Hello.
There's a storm heading this way.
Is there a storm coming in?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're safe, aren't we? Because we're in the house.
Yeah.
So it's okay. All right, thanks for telling me. Apparently there's a storm coming in. I've lost my train of thought. But what was I trying to say? Anybody help me? Anybody want to help me on what I was saying before I was interrupted? So coming back to, that's put me off completely. I will just chat about something else. Yeah, I've, the house, that's it. We've decided as, my husband and I have decided we're going to have a bit of a shift around in the house. Originally, we were planning on going up into, thank you, Christian. We were going to go up into the loft just before all this was about to happen, or just before it happened. And obviously, all of the lockdown has put that on hold. But we decided that actually we still needed to create some new spaces. I currently have my office in with the kids' playroom. It's not working for me anymore like it used to. So we've decided to shift things around. So Chris, my husband, and I have temporarily moved into what is our spare bedroom, one of our spare bedrooms, and the kids have moved into our own bedroom, our old bedroom, and my office will now be what was the kids' old bedroom. So we're having quite a big shift around. But the great thing about doing any kind of shift around or any changes, even if they're small changes like moving a chair from one side of a room to another part of a room, can really shift your mental thoughts in terms of how you feel about space. It can create a new love for a space, because although you're not actually physically getting rid of anything, you're just moving things around. It's giving you it's almost like a new lease of life. So you get a chance to sort of really see a space in a different way. So maybe if you're finding that your space is lovely and has been great, but you don't necessarily have anything particularly to declutter, but you are feeling a little bit stale with it, then try moving some furniture around in a room and changing it up a little bit and seeing how that makes you feel. Because I think what you'll find is that, you know, it will make you feel very different about space. You will probably love it again quite a lot. You might have a few challenges in terms of working out where things need to be, but you will definitely feel differently about it. Michelle says, I'm realising I'm a super declutterer, having already tackled most of these challenge areas. Could we have a mega stretch challenge? A mega stretch challenge? What's a mega stretch challenge, Michelle? Is that a real push, like a bigger challenge? Maybe the mega stretch challenge could be rearranging a room, perhaps. How do you feel about that? Maybe that's one we can look at. Anybody else? What other comments have we had? Let's see. Michelle said, you always help me. Thank you. I need furniture to keep the playroom tidy. Yeah, well, you know what? We can tackle all of that. You know, if there's furniture that you need, you know, or if you're not sure about what furniture should be in a space, or you need to look at how a space is working for you, and you're not quite sure, if you fancy a quick chat about it, then feel free to drop me a line or send me a message, and we can have a chat by all means. Michelle says, yes, a big challenge. Ooh, rearranging a room. Hadn't thought of that. Well, there you go. So, you know, it's one way of getting you to think about the space that you're in and really assessing whether it's working for you. Now, what you might find is, because you've had it that way, say a living room, for instance, you've had it a particular way, the sofa in a certain part of the room, the TV in another part of the room, and you've always had it like that since you moved in. You've never thought to shift it around and maybe move the TV to a different area, or move the sofas around so that they're in a slightly different position. But it can really change how a room feels. So maybe let's put it out there. Okay, let's have this as a bonus challenge. Especially for Michelle, you can call it a bonus super challenge, whatever you want to say, is pick a room in your house. If you've only got the time, of course, pick a room in your house that you would like to look at changing. So you've got a bit stale with it. You feel like, you know, you've had its use as it's been set out, and you want to try something different. So pick one room, have a look at the different options and where you can put them, and change it around. See how you get on with that one. I'll give you maybe 2 weeks to see how you get on with that. So yeah, that's the big ultra challenge set by Michelle. Thanks, Michelle, for that one. I will hold you to that, Michelle. I will be checking up on you to see how you're getting on with it. But yeah, if anybody else has any particular worries or any thoughts on any of the challenges that we've done or we've looked at, then feel free to get in touch. And Christian says the final stays where it is, Michelle. I can just imagine the wars that are going to be in your house, Christian and Michelle. With you can't move the vinyls to there because you can't get access to them, but I can see the TV better. Well, let's see how you get on with that one. Hi Sue, thanks for joining. So just a really quick recap. So I've been talking about what challenges we've had so far, and how you're all feeling about it, and whether you've had any problems or any issues with any of them. To get in touch with me and just pick up the phone or send me a message, and I will chat to you about how you can perhaps tackle it, whether it's a time issue or whether it's just you just don't really know what you can use for storage instead of. So things like that. Have a look at that. And also Michelle has given me the idea, or given us all a big challenge, which I think I'm well on the way with mine. So but is to pick a room in the house that you are feeling particularly stale with, and this is only for those of you who have the time or feel like you can actually do this challenge. But yes, the big challenge is pick a room that you feel a bit stale in the house. You don't have to declutter it at all. You just have to rearrange it so it works in a different way for you, but still achieves everything you need as a room. And I'll check back with you in a couple of weeks' time to see how you've got on with that. So the pen challenge. If anybody did the pen challenge, I've not seen any befores and afters or any multiple pens, but it would be great to know if anybody did do it and how many pens they found. If you've not seen the challenges are all in the announcements. They go in order of delivery, and they're also then classed under units. So to make it easier for those, and the units are by rooms. So if there's multiple challenges for one room, they will go under that one room banner. Zoe says, I missed the pen one. It was the one before last. So if you have a look in the announcements or have a look in the units, you will see the pen challenge. So you've had a challenge. You've had 2 challenges this week. Gosh, I wasn't planning on doing 2 this week. It was only going to be the one. So the latest one, if you haven't seen it, is the bathroom cupboard, and then the new super challenge is rearrange a room that you feel a little bit stale. Could I just say, Sue's just said, could I just say the pen challenge? So the pen challenge, yep, definitely. The pen challenge is essentially to find all of the pens in your house. Now, this is general pens. So if you have a home office and you've got pens in there, don't touch those, but you can do this challenge with those pens as well. But this is pens around the house. You need to work out where your pens need to be. You need to have homes. Now, it's okay to have multiple pen homes in some of the rooms in your house, but try not to have them in every single room. You don't want to be finding that, when you need a pen, you have to walk up to the home office on the second floor to get one or whatever, but it needs to be within an easy access point. Go through all the pens really quickly. If you've got young children, or if you've got children and they're bored, give them a challenge, and the challenge is, how many pens can they save, or work out, which ones work and which ones don't. So have a pad of paper beside you, and then work out roughly how many pens you need in any one room, and find a pot to put them in. So I use old mugs that I don't want to throw away because I don't want to use them in my cupboards in my kitchen, but I don't want to throw them away because they have some kind of value to me. So I use those generally for pens. When you're putting your pens, particularly ballpoint pens, there is a tip with ballpoint pens. Obviously the end of it, that's not a joke intended, but clearly it's one I've just made. But the tip for putting the pens in the pot is, if you have ballpoint pens or any of the biros, they work on a pressure point. So at the end of the pen is a little tiny ball that allows, when you press down, allows the ink to come out. If you have the pens facing head down, what it means is that the ballpoint then comes into place and uses it works as a vacuum point, so it stops any air from coming in. So what you'll find is if you put it the other way around, so the pen's at the top, the ball drops down, it allows air into the pen itself, and the ink tends to dry up or become a bit mangled and not very great, and quite often you can't use the pen again. So if you put the pens downwards, it will put that pressure point back into the pen tip, and that will mean that hopefully next time you use it, it will work. And that was the tip on the pens. So that's the pen challenge. But you, like I said, you can watch them, all of the challenges, that if you've missed any. I tend to post the challenges on Mondays and Thursdays if there's 2 challenges in 1 week, or a Wednesday if it's just 1 challenge in the week. So the latest challenge was posted yesterday. I think last week's challenge was posted on a Thursday. I don't tend to post them over the weekend because whilst our weeks aren't normal, and quite often, you know, we're at home 24/7 and it doesn't really feel like a weekend, I'm trying to keep my weekends as weekends of just being with the family, not necessarily doing anything that's potentially work related, or not that this is for me, actually, it's just a bit of fun. But it's so if you are interested on when the challenges are going to be posted, that's when I tend to post them. I will almost always, I think I've always done it to date, warn you the day before that a challenge is coming. So it's just so you're aware. Sorry, the cat has now joined us. This is a day of real family members joining us. So if there's anything that anybody wants to say, or if anybody's got any issues or questions, or just wants to join in then on the conversation, then feel free to do so. I've been joined by my cat and my eldest son, is now currently under the bed covers, so that's quite good. If anybody else wants to join us, you know, I just wonder if the dog's going to walk in any minute now, and maybe the youngest perhaps, and you know, if the husband comes in, I'll have a full house. Awesome. Anyway, I will catch up with you all soon. I hope you're all having a great day. I actually have all of a sudden forgotten what day of the week it is. It's Thursday. Is it Thursday? Gosh, I just can't keep up with the days at the moment. It's crazy. So have a fantastic remainder of the day. I hope the weekend that's coming is a good one for you. And let me know if you need any help with anything, and I will check back with you very soon, or next week now, with another challenge. So take it easy and be good to yourselves, and speak to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.